Chris Chibnall is departing as showrunner of Doctor Who in 2022, and in my personal opinion, it is about damn time. I'm Tommy Bowyer from Move Rewind, and without further ado, let's get into it. The BBC announced yesterday that Chris Chibnall will be departing his role as showrunner of Doctor Who next year, and with him going, Jodie Whittaker has also decided to bail out from her role as the 13th Doctor, therefore ending the very controversial Chibnall era. Now, personally, I thought that this was going to happen. I knew it was on the table at the start of the year when there were all those rumours that Whittaker was contemplating leaving the show. I thought it made sense because modern doctors usually do 3 years and then move on, so it didn't really surprise me that Whittaker was thinking of leaving. The fact that Chibnall is leaving, honestly, I thought he would stay on. I thought his ego would persuade him to stay on, but he's going as well, and to be honest, I'm more happy about him going than Whittaker going. I'm going to get into my own personal thoughts on this topic in a bit, although at the moment, the details that go are that Whittaker and Chibnall are going to stay with the programme throughout Series 13 of Doctor Who, which is coming up in the autumn of this year. And then next year, they will be bringing out 3 specials. Now, this isn't actually that strange. Russell T Davies and David Tennant brought out a couple of specials in 2009 instead of doing a full season of Doctor Who. And the third of these 3 specials is going to be an epic blockbuster, which will coincide with the BBC's centenary anniversary. So, of course, we're all looking forward to that. I know we are. This does mean that, of course, there will be a new Doctor in place and a new showrunner in place for Doctor Who's 60th anniversary. That is, if the BBC don't decide to cancel the show, because with the way the viewing figures are at the moment, the BBC probably have data and evidence to warrant cancelling the show. It's in a prime time slot on a Sunday or a Saturday, and its viewing figures are really underperforming, so the BBC could potentially cancel the show before it gets to its 60th. I don't think that will happen. I think they'll have a new Doctor and a new showrunner. What this shows, in my personal opinion, is that the BBC have finally realised what a complete failure Chris Chibnall has been as a showrunner. He is one of the worst showrunners in Doctor Who's history, and all of the controversy surrounding his time as showrunner has finally highlighted one simple thing. He is a mediocre writer who should have never been put in charge of this show. Now, I actually have mixed feelings about this news for the simple reason I'm saddened that Jodie Whittaker is leaving the role as the 13th Doctor, because I believe she's a very capable actor. And with better scripts, with better direction, she could have been a really memorable incarnation of the Doctor. Although, ultimate responsibility for the show has to fall on the showrunner's shoulders. How Chris Chibnall was ever given the job as showrunner is beyond me. He apparently had a 5-year plan. Now, he took over in late 2017, so this 5-year plan, I assume, would have run from 2018 to 2023, so it's been cut short. And honestly, I don't really understand what his so-called 5-year plan really was about, because he hasn't done anything with it. Series 11 was his attempt to regenerate the show, put it back to basics, and it flopped unconditionally. Series 12 was a little bit better. However, the story arc with the Timeless Child was an absolute disaster, very controversial in the Doctor Who fanbase, and completely changed the show's canon forever. There is no going back from that. So yes, I'm very glad that Chibnall is leaving the role as showrunner. He has been absolutely terrible. Now, actually, there are some funny things about him leaving. He has become the first New Who showrunner to only work with one Doctor. Both Davies and Moffat had 2 Doctors under their belt. Chibnall only has 1. he's not getting to be in charge of the 60th anniversary, which I think is a really good thing, because I feel like Chibnall would have used that as an opportunity to further change the history of the show, because that is what he's been interested in. Hopefully, now that Chibnall has gone, they can get an experienced showrunner, maybe a former Doctor Who writer who worked under Russell T Davies and Stephen Moffat, and bring the show back to what we all know it can be. One of the greatest sci-fi shows in the history of television. And of course, some people might sit here and say, you're just criticising Chris Chibnall because he's trying to be progressive and the fact that Jodie Whittaker is a female Doctor. That is not the case whatsoever. Because I don't want to see Doctor Who fail. I don't want to see it cancelled by the BBC. I know how great Doctor Who can be. And it just frustrates me that it is not as great as it can be at the moment. Doctor Who is in crisis at this time. It's at its lowest point under Chibnall's leadership of it. It will be interesting to see who takes it over, who they choose to be the 14th Doctor, and whether the 60th anniversary year can be used as an opportunity to revive the show to its former glory. So thanks for watching, guys. I really do hope that you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe in order to receive great and maybe even improved quality content in the future. Now, I know I usually release videos on a Tuesday, although I thought that this was such exciting as well as shocking news that it required a video right now. So I really hope you enjoyed it. And of course, what are your thoughts on Chris Chibnall and Jodie Whittaker departing their roles? Are you happy or are you a bit saddened by this? Of course, it's good to have any opinion you want. My opinion's my own. I know it's not shared by everyone. I hope you have a good day and I will see you in another one. See ya.